So this just happened. We just found out that Charlie Kirk got shot.
The internet went into complete chaos after viewers witnessed the shocking on-stream death of Charlie Kirk. The news spread like wildfire, sparking an avalanche of reactions. From emotional tributes to bizarre conspiracy theories that continue to swirl online, the story has taken on a life of its own. In today's breakdown, we'll cover the most surprising details, the strangest theories, and how UFC fighters along with the MMA community responded. But here's the twist. Not everyone reacted with sorrow to Kirk's passing.
Bang, bing, bong.
Some people were, shockingly celebrating the news, leaving many fans in disbelief. On top of that, the FBI has now released images of a possible suspect connected to Charlie Kirk's death. I've gathered all the latest updates you need to know, so let's dive straight into it.
It's a little good, right? Oh, you are.
Hello, everyone.
Love you, Charlie.
Thank you. Thank you. If this is an interruption, I'll be right back.
You're good.
Hi, everyone.
The MMA community was quick to respond to the shocking news of Charlie Kirk's death, and it felt like almost nobody stayed silent. But alongside the tributes, the internet lit up with conspiracy theories. Some claimed they spotted a man tipping his cap as a signal to a sniper, while others pointed to a video where Charlie's ring seemed to jump from one finger to another at the exact moment of the shooting. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people online leap to wild conclusions, and certain accounts push these theories with a clear agenda. But the so-called ring mystery is already solved. The ring Charlie wore was a hinge-style design that can pop open. He's been seen with it at other events, and in the slowed-down footage, it's obvious. It didn't teleport from finger to finger. It simply opened up on impact and slipped off. Frame by frame, you can see exactly how it happened.
Watch this guy. He's going to look to that side, and then he's going to tap his shoulder. He looks, tap, shot.
There are even so-called leaked clips floating around online that claim to show a sniper on a rooftop, with some people drawing comparisons to the infamous footage from the Trump shooting.
Where's my finger? Whoa, from over there, ran in. And I was right.
Later, new clips surfaced online claiming that the shooter had already been captured. However, Utah police clarified that while 2 people were briefly taken into custody after the incident, they were later released, and the manhunt is still ongoing. Authorities say another suspect remains at large. One woman even shared a video showing armed officers surrounding her neighbor's home as they searched for someone.
There are about 6 armed men in the backyard of a home right next to UVU campus. Apparently they are looking for another suspect. Maybe another suspect has not been apprehended, and they're actively searching. They're looking for someone.
We're all at the windows.
Okay. Do we need to let them know that well, there's more of them right there.
I don't know.
Okay.
This is Phil's step.
Oh my goodness, he's coming right here. Okay. Oh, move away from the window.
Recently, the FBI made public several images of a key person of interest connected to the shooting of Charlie Kirk.
Caliber hunting rifle was found. It was found with a expended cartridge inside. In a towel. There were also 3 unspent rounds that were in the magazine of the rifle. On those unspent rounds, there were expressions of transgender and anti-fascist ideology on those rounds. And this comes from a federal law enforcement bulletin.
Somebody's shooting over here. Hell of people running. There he is, right there. That guy. Who's the guy?
The MMA community wasted no time responding to the shocking news. Fighters and personalities from both MMA and boxing expressed their sorrow, anger, and condolences for Kirk's family. But controversy quickly followed when Sean Strickland's immediate reaction to Charlie Kirk's death sparked heavy backlash online.
Charlie Kirk got shot. And my gut reaction was like, no, I fucking didn't, but I'm excited. like I felt this little dopamine spike in me where I'm like, dude, I want to see the video. And then I seen the video real bad, but I still.
I can't believe what I've just heard. This guy's a fucking weirdo. This guy's genuinely a weirdo. I'm actually, I don't think I've been lost for words this year. What?
Nobody needed to hear that. Social media is rotting people's brains, ruining basic humanity, not letting us see people as other people anymore. What a perfect example. And the fact, even if you did have this thought, don't record yourself and share it on the internet. Have some decency. What, you want to get some clicks? You really needed to get that opinion out there? What purpose? What does this serve?
Still, many within the MMA world, and even outside of it, felt that Strickland had gone too far. Fans flooded social media blasting his remarks as insensitive and out of line. Strickland later tried to clarify, saying his reaction came from being desensitized to constant violence online. He wrote, "I'm just numb to watching people die on the internet. The whole world saw a Ukrainian girl murdered. Every day someone is killed on livestream. This is the internet. Humanity erodes one clip at a time."
Listen, I know you guys seen that post, and there's a lot of you that said, what the f*** Sean is talking about, but you also need to understand there are millions and millions of people that can relate to that, and not only that, they encourage the violence. So what you're doing if you don't acknowledge that there's a cancer in America being fed by corporations and government, all you're doing is just prolonging the problem. Like, this is going to happen more frequent and more often, and you see it. So unless we really address the problem and say there is a mental health crisis in America that is being caused by government and corporations, it's just going to get...
Colby Covington, Donald Trump and conservative politics, shared a deeply emotional post on Instagram. Alongside a picture of Charlie Kirk, he wrote, "Today we lost one of the sharpest minds of our time. Charlie was more than a patriot and a leader. He was a devoted husband and father. Keep his family in your prayers, and keep America in your prayers." Meanwhile, grappling superstar Gordon Ryan took a different approach, offering a stark warning. He wrote, "Staying quiet is dangerous. If this can happen to your neighbor, it can happen to you. To those who just want to be left alone, what's it going to take?" Former Bellator light heavyweight champion Corey Anderson also weighed in, sharing his reaction to the devastating news.
You don't follow him or support him, but you agree with everything he says. How does that work? First of all, I didn't say I didn't support him. I said I don't follow him. I'm not a big Charlie Kirk guy. Meaning, I support, I see his speeches, I hear his speeches, but I don't follow him on social media. But at the same time, I stand for what's right. And the majority of the things he's speaking on is things out of the Bible and the scripture. As I also said, I am in the world, but I am of the word. What Charlie was speaking, what he's pushing, is the things of the word. So, with that being said, I agree with what he's saying because at the end of the day, I go by what the word says, not what the world says. There's a lot of things going on here in the government. The government say we should believe in this and we should do and do that. I said to my wife and to everybody else around me, I don't really care what the world says and what the government says and what the news and TV says we should do. So if the Bible says I as a Christian should do certain things, that is what I base my belief in my life on. As for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. And what Charlie was out there speaking to everybody in his debates was of the word. Now, the other part is I think you can say, for example, I'm a huge Tyler Perry fan. A fan as in the movies he makes. I like his movies. I like his skits, his stand-up, the whole Dia scene. But I do not follow Tyler Perry on social media. I don't know what he does in his lifetime and what he does on his free time. But what he does in his movies, I like that. Same thing as Charlie Kirk. I don't have to follow him to like what he's saying, what I see he's talking about on YouTube, or for something pop up on my For You page where he's debating with a trans trying to say, you are technically a man. There is no ands or buts about. God made you a man. He didn't make you a woman. The things he says, I would say the same things, but I wouldn't make a living of going out to different college campuses and standing up for what he believes in and saying stuff and causing riots and commotions on the campus. But at the same time, I stand behind what he's saying. But even if I didn't, there's no reason for me not to like him and want to kill him, is what I'm saying. I hope that helps you better understand exactly.
Bryce Mitchell also uploaded a video to share his reaction to the news of Charlie Kirk's death.
I'm so upset about Charlie Kirk's passing. I can't really go to sleep right now. I keep thinking of his wife and kids. That's what gets me, because I know he wasn't in any pain. And I also know that Charlie Kirk was a extremely brave Christian, and he inspired me to make this post. He was the opposite of a coward. He said everything he believed and made it be known to people because he loved our country. This country's gonna burn if we don't stand up and take it back.
But not everyone was heartbroken over Charlie Kirk's death. In fact, some people reacted in the opposite way, celebrating the news online. On social media, left-leaning users began leaving cruel and mocking comments under posts made by Kirk's wife. Instead of showing sympathy for a grieving family, they used the moment to attack her and even make fun of the fact that Kirk's children had lost their father. These kinds of reactions shocked many people across the political spectrum, and I've pulled together a few of the most shocking examples that surfaced online. From people making jokes about Kirk's final moments to others literally celebrating his death with memes and videos, the reaction has left many asking the question, how far has online discourse fallen when a man's death becomes entertainment?
It's just so refreshing to finally see an assassination pulled off successfully for once. I mean, talk about professionalism at the right time.
Again, these are the type of people we're dealing with. Quite literally outside chanting about the fact that Charlie Kirk got shot in the neck. They're happy about it. They're rejoicing, they're celebrating. This is the reality of what we're dealing with. These are the type of people that we're dealing with. It's despicable. There's no other word for it other than despicable.
How can you cheer for the death of another human being like this? How? For the past 5 years that I've been involved in politics, I've seen people on the left, people on the ultra far left, whether they're on the media, whether they're literal sitting elected officials, or just random wackos like this demon from hell right here, calling for the death of conservatives. When is this going to stop? When is this going to come to an end? When is this going to stop? What we've just witnessed today is absolutely wicked. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in a battle between good and evil. This is literal spiritual warfare. These people are evil, and I'm calling for every single conservative, every single one of you. We need to stand up against this nonsense. These people are in a cult of death. They cheer for the death of children. They cheer for the death of conservatives. They cheer for the death of anyone that completely disagrees with their idea. This must come to an end. This absolutely must come to an end.
For supporters, it felt like proof where political disagreements can turn into cheering over someone's death. To them, this wasn't about left or right anymore. It was about basic humanity. Even people who had disagreed with Kirk in life spoke out, saying that celebrating death crosses a line that should never be crossed.
Why are we cheering for someone getting shot? Like, no matter what political beliefs are, we should not be cheering that someone got shot. He has a family. We do. I value everyone's beliefs, but we should not be cheering as a class that someone got shot. He has a family. He has a family. He has a family. Yes, and who shot them? A transgender person.
Oh, so that's what it is.
Yes. It doesn't matter. You should not be cheering that someone got shot.
You don't care what a straight white male comes out of place, huh?
What do you mean?
You just pointed out the fact that they were transgender. What about straight white?
Yes. You should not be cheering that someone got shot.
Even people who didn't always agree with Kirk were disturbed by the level of cruelty being directed at his family during their darkest moment.
Be remembered. I mean, if I die, everything just goes away. How would you, if you could be associated with one thing, how would you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered for courage for my faith. That would be the most important thing. The most important thing is my faith.
For supporters, it felt like proof that the climate of hate in America has gone too far, where political disagreements can turn into cheering over someone's death. To them, this wasn't about left or right anymore. It was about basic humanity.